All right, I'm going live again. Hopefully it looks better. Let's see here. Let me wait for a few people to come on into the new stream and see if it looks a little bit better, hopefully. I haven't done anything. I don't know. There's really nothing different I can do. I did a speed test, and it's basically doing the same as it always does. So let me know if it looks better, guys. If it doesn't, I guess we'll just have to listen tonight and do it like it's a podcast, you know? So just one more second here. I'm waiting to hear from you guys and see who comes back in here. This isn't going to be as fun on the replay. I get that, but welcome back. Thanks, guys. All right. Does it look any better or is it same? Okay. Well, I guess it's the same thing. So there's really, because I just did, somebody had given me the suggestion just before I signed off the last one and said do a speed test. I did a speed test and it's 100%. Okay. Just to let you guys know. My speed's exactly what I paid for, and it's as high as it always is. So there's really, I guess, nothing else I can do. All right. Well, some people are saying it's a waste, but here's the deal, though. I mean, I'm trying to do a Q&A about guns and gun talk stuff, gun rights, whatever, and probably 90% of the comments were people complaining about how bad it looks. So I tried. Sorry, guys. There's really nothing else I can do. Yeah. I have commercial class internet here, and it's actually, I did a speed test, and it's 100%. 100%. It's actually more than what I'm paying for by like 10%. So it's kind of crazy. Kevin with the super chat. Thanks so much, man. I appreciate it, dude. Thank you. Capelum with another super chat. Thanks a lot, man. All right. I'm going to continue on, guys. Hopefully it's just something you guys can listen to. I know it probably doesn't look good. Up in another tab here on my end. Let me look at it on my phone. Probably doesn't look good on here either. We'll see. Oh, well. I think it's just too dang many people on the internet nationwide. I guess. Yeah, it doesn't look good on my phone. Oh, well. We can still hang out and have a good time, guys. There's still the chat, and we can, yeah, just sit and talk and hang out. All right, cool. Pork up in him, man. Am I? No. I did a speed test. I did a speed test on my internet. All right, cool. Well, welcome back, everybody. Too, I guess. Hoping that it would have helped by me restarting. Sometimes it helps. In this case, I guess it didn't. Oh, steel case ammo. What do you guys think? Are there some steel case fans out there? Josh Benware's in here. What's happening, man? I have nothing that I can turn down as far as resolution goes, but I think he's telling you guys to turn it down. James Stacy says, I saw snow earlier, of all things. Yeah, that could be it. Yeah, I know. It's like so cold it's snowing here. The internet lines have frozen up, right? Isn't that crazy? Andrew Faulkner says, can you put a link to Mateo's channel? Would like to see the reloading of steel-cased ammo. Z-File with the super chat. I just listen to you. If audio's okay, I'm okay. All right, cool. I usually listen to live streams, too, more than I watch. I mean, it's not like there's really much to see here. You guys can see how red my nose is from wearing the respirator, like, all day long for a few days. But other than that. Yeah, the real Cabrero said you ain't that pretty anyways. Well, I hope not. I mean. Let's see here. Orion Fixer. He said 13th and Rockford. You both made it over to the dark side. Uh-oh. 13th Apostle says, saw your post from a month ago about our Lord and Savior. God bless. And God bless you too. Man, times have been down here a lot lately, but God still has our back. I truly believe that, guys. I really do. All kinds of other crazy stuff going on, but at the same time, I think he's got our back. I think we're going to be okay. What do you guys think? See, all these guys saying I have a face for radio, those are the ones that do their channels and don't show their face on there, right? So. Chuck, I hadn't seen you for a while, but you've always been a regular, and hope everything's okay with your family, man. I hope you're good. Lando Wilson says only one store in my area sells steel case. It's Wolf Ammo and it's expensive. I've noticed that. It's weird. You guys have probably noticed the same thing. If not, I'll fill you in. Steel case at the local. I don't know what the deal is with it. If their distributors just don't give them as good of a break, or they kind of like don't want to sell it, because most local shops same for their steel as the brass. And I don't know why. But as soon as you go online, all of a sudden steel case is like much, much, much cheaper. So if you guys notice, I'm not really quoting current prices lately because it's like almost impossible because it's all over the place, right? But let's say this, just as of a couple months ago, was easy to get for $6 a box. Maybe $6.39 at the most for this Wolf. And that's not your resolution. There we go. I don't know if you guys can see this or not. But the Wolf 9mm 115 grain, $6 a box. And that was like each. Now, as you know, if you buy one box online, it's not worth it because you're going to pay $12 for one box or $20 for 20 boxes or something like that. So you got to be ready to buy more than one. But this was $6 a box. Whereas maybe if you hit like a really good sale, 8, but usually more like $9.50 for a box of 50 of a brass case. Something like this Federal-ish, Blazer, whatever the deal was at the time. So, you know, you're finding yourself where you can get 3 boxes of steel case for the price of 2 brass. A brass is reloadable, yes. Some guns are finicky and don't like steel. Some guns, though, actually I found like steel better. And I'm going to show you guys a video showing just that actually soon, like in the next week. So there's that. Dirtier, kind of. I mean, I don't know what's that the powder is that dirty as much as, like I said, the steel just doesn't seal quite as tight up against the chamber, so you get a little bit more that blows by, you know. So that's, I guess, a disadvantage to the steel. As far as it being made out of steel case, I don't know. Again, I don't care. I guess, like, just do what you want, right? But it's just my opinion. I don't think the steel is damaging anything in my gun as far as the case goes because it's a soft steel. And there's brass that's annealed that's actually harder in some cases. You guys can look this up. There's studies. Some brass in rare cases can be actually harder than the very mild you use on the case there. So I don't worry about like my extractor or stuff like that. I just don't, especially since I'm saving so much on the steel case ammo. I could buy cheap things like extractors, right? Now, here's something else to consider though. Most steel case, except for the Tula like range friendly line, which I've done videos on, does have a bimetal jacket. So with some guns, if it's a precision gun where you're just out for every ounce of accuracy, there could be an argument to be made with steel case ammo that the bimetal jacket, you know, it attracts a magnet, in other words, right? Could wear out the barrel a little bit quicker. And I say could because there's other variables. You could have, you know, a stainless barrel that's going to behave differently than just a non-treated 4150 chromoly barrel or a 4140 or a 4130. So there's different metallurgies in the barrels. Now you have surface treatments and coatings like chrome lining. Chrome line barrel, every barrel wears out, even chrome line, but you're pretty much good to go with steel case, right? Because that's like what was used in the com block, and the com block issued steel cased ammo, bimetal projectiles in most cases. So chrome's very resistant to that. You also have surface treatments like nitriding that hardens the surface. That's going to also resist the wear, if you will. But yeah, on paper, probably will wear out the barrel, especially on a long gun, a rifle, a little bit faster with a steel case due to the bimetal projectile, okay, than something that's, let's say, copper or brass, you know, jacketed bullet. But when you factor in the amount you've saved on the ammo, especially if you're running an AR, which is kind of like Legos, they're easy to change out barrels, you might decide you saved enough money to replace the barrel and still have enough money for another case of ammo or a couple cases of ammo, depending on how much you shoot. You're also going to have things like this, a faster projectile. So faster loads, like let's just say, I'll give you guys 2 gross opposites of each other. 223, much, much faster than 9mm, right? So Yeah, there's going to be a little bit of accelerated wear due to the bimetal jacket. It's going to show up on a 223 before a 9. So yeah, it's all pros and cons. I mean, here's kind of how I look at it. If you have that match grade of a barrel and that expensive of a scope, and you're that good of a shot, and you can afford to have just the highest quality everything, where you're going to literally be shooting like half MOA or something, right? And you've got like, at 200 yards, you've got like a 1-inch group. Maybe you have enough money to only use premium match grade or hand loaded brass case, and that's probably what you should be shooting. If your barrel is worth like $1,000, yeah, you might not want to shoot steel case through it, but that's not the only type of shooting a lot of people do either. So that's why I really like steel case for just certain types of firearms or just general plinking. I'm not worried about it. Let's say the G2C that so many of us love on this channel, right? The whole gun, I get it, they're like $220 now, but not too long ago, they were like $180 with a $50 rebate. So if you shot, now this is a pistol, keep in mind, a shorter barrel. It's 9mm, okay? It's not going to have the speed of a 223 or a 222 Swift, right? So let's just say if you shot, I don't know, let's say you shot 10,000 rounds of steel case through it and the barrel was just shot out, right? Still could probably hit from a shot out barrel at 7 to 10 feet, right? But let's just say it's shot out and your accuracy is diminished beyond where you want it to be. You might have saved like $600 or $700 in ammo at the cost of, let's just say you bought a whole new gun. Or Taurus has a lifetime warranty. You can send it back to them. Their warranty's slow, guys. So buy another one. Wait 2 to 3 months for them to return the old one back with a new barrel in it. And now you've got two G2Cs that you're looking at and an extra $600 in your pocket. So just think about all those things. But I'm only having you guys think about it because I'm not going to tell you to shoot steel case either. But I'd hate for somebody to kind of just be like so afraid of it. They'll never use it no matter what. Because I think you could be selling yourself short on some extra range time. So I'd like to see, if it was me, I'd like to see someone that's protecting their family and needs to do some training, and they're a new gun owner. They need to get proficient, with aiming, and this is about the most I can do nowadays, guys. I'd like to see them put, 500 rounds of wolf down range out of their G2C or their ST9V Ogre STR9. I'd rather see you put 500 rounds of wolf down range to get trained up rather than only 100, 150 rounds of your choice of brass, because you have to pick, because money's tight for so many people right now. So there you go. Ammo Wizard with the super chat. Thanks so much, dude. He says, hey, click on profile from live streams anymore. I don't know. I think, is that a YouTube thing? Or it used to be where if you're in a stream, you could just click go to channel. They're always changing something on here. That's news to me. Chuck Kaplan with the super chat again, man. Thank you so much. And it is good to have you back, Chuck. Not just because you left me the super chat. You've been a long-time viewer of the channel, and I hope whatever you had to take care of with the family, that everyone's good and healthy, man. And you're right. Chuck said it best. This was in here are the best, and that's what I look forward to. I really do. 13th Apostle wants to know if I'm a Walther fan. Yes, sir. Absolutely. I'm assuming, sir, right? Sir or ma'am? 13th Apostle. Absolutely. Walther, are you kidding me? Now, I'm really big into milsurps, okay? All this, but for some of the newer ones, I love milsurps. Walther P38. When someone tried to get me to narrow down my favorite milsurp pistol last week, I just couldn't do it. But I kind of mumbled the P38's up there, I got an old Walther Model 2 over here. Yeah, I like Walther pistols quite a bit. If it's milsurp, I probably like it. I like milsurps from just so many different countries, and yeah, probably why I'm always broke. I think I like milsurps just a little bit too much. Probably. Let's see here. The Real Cabrero says no issues on steel. Okay. Ooh, Christopher Bishop says he only wipes with Benjamins. Well, come on, bring some over here, man. We can buy some more ammo for the channel and do a lot more shooting videos. Now, I've only put out one video this week, guys. It's not because I don't like doing videos. It's because of this. The governor. Ugh. All right, I'm in a good mood tonight. I'm just gonna say that whatever she is, the whatever made it where I couldn't work for a long time, guys. I was literally down to my last dime, and I've really just been having to crush it to try to get caught up. I have to work twice as much, and I'll be okay. I'll still be able to feed my family, but it's like I'm literally working like double time right now, and I'm even getting more broke because anyone that's in business knows what I'm talking about. When you first start off the year, you try to do those couple early jobs to fund the jobs, and when you had to take your little bit of savings you had and dwindle it down to nothing because all your business bills were still due, but you couldn't work a lick for almost 6 weeks. So that's what's going on, guys. I'm just going to go out there and work as hard as I can and not getting rich, but just trying to get back on my feet and pay some bills. And then I'll have a little extra time to do some more videos. So, and this is the springtime. Those of you that have been around the channel the last couple of years, how old is this channel anyways? A couple years old now? I'm usually busier in the spring and summer. So don't expect me to put out 5 videos a week like I do in the winter, because that's what I would love to do. But this is my hobby. And, you guys help out with your super chats, and you guys that are Patreon supporters and all of that, people that send me cards in the mail, you guys are helping keep this channel going, which is totally awesome. But in case you guys didn't know, I don't get paychecks from anybody to do these videos. I'm not like, hey, you have to send me $500 and the gun and whatever, and I'll give it. I don't do that. So this is not where I make my living. I have to work a ton. So if anybody's wondering, like, hey, man, he was putting out 5 videos a week. Well, I got lucky in one sense. If there's a silver lining behind me not being able to work for this spring, I was able to keep staying in my winter mode and putting out. So there you go. I'm always a little bit lighter on videos in the spring and summer just because, yeah. Mark Taylor's talking about the governor of Michigan. Yeah. Yeah. Christopher Bishop, if you're going to reload, buy brass. If you're running commie guns, who cares? Commie guns love steel case, by the way, guys. That's what they were issued with, right? Ask Cave Dave. What's happening, Dave? Dave will tell you. Commie gun, just shoot steel through it. Why not, right? Unless it's some rare commie gun where you really need to get specialty ammo, there's going to be exceptions. Joe Bakewell, new to the channel. Well, welcome, Joe. And I think there's some people that are kind of newer-ish in here, so that's why, sorry to bore some of you guys, but let me start from the beginning. I'm a landscaper, guys. Landscaping, lawn mowing, snow. I love doing videos. Like, if there was a way to actually make a living on YouTube, if I truly thought there was a way, I'd sit there and do videos every day. Like, I love doing videos. I love gun rights. I love the firearms themselves. Love all you guys to death. I can't make a living on YouTube. So I am really busy right now, just trying to get back in the swing of things after, quite frankly, almost having to go out of business here a couple weeks ago. It was getting pretty close, guys. Wasn't looking good at all. So I'm doing good. I'm in a good mood. I'm out working again, but I'm still below ground a little bit. But I've got a ladder now. Okay, so I know a lot of you, and I'm just filling you guys in because so many of you, and I see some of you in here right now, were sending me emails and saying I'm praying that you can get back to work and praying for my family, and that just means so much, guys. I appreciate it more than I could even tell you, right? Like, if I keep telling you how much I appreciate it or something, okay? So I'm not going to do that. But yeah, I really appreciate it. And people sending me links to my email a month or so ago. Hey, man, looks like you can sign up for unemployment now. Yeah, you guys have been really awesome. Signed up for it, still fighting on that. I mean, it's a debacle. It really is. But that's why you guys haven't seen me quite as much. But yeah, I'll definitely be, trust me, I'd love to sit here and do videos like every single day. Backlog sitting here. I've got a bunch of stuff recorded. I just haven't had like the hour because I'm not like a whiz kid at editing. It takes me for like a video where I've got me talking, the range footage, a couple different camera angles, that could take me like an hour and a half, an hour minimum if it's really short, if not an hour and a half just to edit it. And I know that sounds lame because this channel has like very low like production level, meaning like I don't do special effects and all that. So those of you that are like complete whiz kids on video editing, just go ahead and laugh. It's totally fine. But just to do the little bit of editing I do takes me forever. But that's all right, though, because some of you can laugh at me, but I bet you some of you guys are doing the same thing as me. You're like, it's all good. That's why I got a smile on my face. Let's see here. Christopher, I'm not sure what you said, but Tommy guns, by definition, love steel case ammo. Lori Dickin, yes, the video is very grainy. It's not on my end. I've already restarted once, so sorry, man. Sorry, man. And if you want to make any of your announcements that we were talking about on the phone earlier, go ahead and let me know. There's a rally coming up in Grand Rapids that I was informed about. So, Lori Dickin, if you have the info on that. Also, you guys know my friend Rick Livingston, 2A Sanctuary Counties. He's been in some of my videos. If you look at my very last gun rights video from just a couple days back, that has Mr. AR-14 in it, right? As well as Rick. Rick's actually running for county commissioner, guys, Livingston County. So, any Livingston County guys, and I'm taking a minute here. You can call this shameless plug, but really it's not. This is about like grassroots. Because trust me, Soros, Bloomberg, all the people that are trying to strip you of your God-given rights that were not given to you by government, right? But they're sure trying to take them away. They're trying to brainwash our children. They're in the school boards. They're in the county commissioners. This is where the other side. Because they're trying to take our guns. Because as long as we have guns, we still have a chance to stop them, right? Because when they say gun control, okay, gun isn't the operative word. Control is the operative word. Another way to word it is this. The Second Amendment was put in place in case they tried to take all the rest, right? So with all that in mind, local level, that's what we need to focus on, okay? We've got people like Rick Napier, Livingston County. He's running for county commissioner, okay? Check his record. Double check him, okay? I know him personally. I was on the phone with him on the way here, and he's in the chat tonight. Franklin Lopez on Facebook. So please, guys, if you're in Livingston County, Michigan, sorry to bore the rest of you, but I think this whole little rant applies to all of you in the whole country. We need pro-Second Amendment people, God-fearing people that are actually going to be public servants, that don't look at themselves up high on a pedestal that they can overrule the peasants. Why? Because they're afraid of God and they know God's going to judge them in the end. Okay? People that care about the United States of America. And while it may look pretty hopeless in Washington, D.C., and probably for the most part it is with a lot of things, okay? Even though I always still try to have faith okay? But on the local level, though, there's actually real people. So I encourage everybody, find your people. Actually pay attention. And I know we're all so busy, and I'm busy too, and a lot of you guys probably do a better job than I do, okay? Pillbox Bunker in Livingston, yes, sir. I know some of you guys are literally in Livingston County. Go there, look. Mark Taylor. No, this is a good person. I know him. He's been there, guys, every time. Mike Detmer, okay? United States, hopefully. Future congressman for the United States 8th District. Just check their track records. These are the guys that are actually going to the steps of the Capitol in Lansing. They're going around to Michigan for 2A Sanctuary County meetings. Rick was there. Rick came down to Monroe. I think we still got my buddy Scott in here that lived in Monroe County, or still does. He lives in Monroe County, and so do I. Rick was there. Likewise, Scott and I were there in Livingston County. So, and again, I'm not trying to just bore you guys. I know only a few of you are from Livingston County, but I think I'm actually trying to talk to everybody, okay? Because everywhere you guys are at, I don't care where you are. You might say you live in New York, okay? Yeah, I get it. You don't have a chance of getting Schumer. Schumer's probably going to be your senator for a long time. But maybe you're in that little bit more New York. And maybe it's kind of gridlocked. Maybe you still have a chance, though, of saving your school board, because that's where your children are learning. Maybe you still have a chance in your county. So I think so often people just see all the stuff on TV. It gets all the hype, the glory, because that's where all the money is, right? You've got Trump, and then you've got his people, and then you've got the other side, and you've got Adam Schiff and all these people. Yeah, I get it. They're running the country. They have very important jobs, but what we often forget about, and I'm not trying to preach to the choir. I'm trying to motivate you guys, because I'll tell you what. For years, I've been more time on like national level stuff than I would even my local stuff, and that's stupid. I've been as stupid as anybody. I've probably been more guys till I realized there's a lot of really, really good people at the local level, but there's a lot of corruption on the local levels of each of your areas too. And it's so small, you can actually make a difference. Like we learned with Michigan 2A sanctuary counties, for example. And so many of you here, I see Virginia here, Kentucky, places like that, right? Rick Napier for county commissioner is his Facebook page. So there you go. Chuck R is off to bed. Good night, man. Nice to see you, Chuck. But no, just fill in the blanks, I'm going to definitely, and let me say it officially, I endorse Rick, county commissioner, Livingston County. Fully, completely endorse, 100%. I also said in my last video, I endorse Mike Detmer, Michigan's congressional 8th district. I also endorse my state representative, Joe Bellino. Look, guys, I went to Lansing just last week. Guess who I saw there? I saw Mike Detmer there, okay? I saw Rick there. I saw Joe there. Met Joe right out in the hall within minutes of him going in to make that historic vote that basically told the governor, no, you don't have our permission, which the statute says you need. Was able to talk to Joe Bellino right then and there. So I told you guys this a while ago. I'm kind of sifting through the weeds here, seeing if there's a few good ones. So, let's see here. I'm okay for a pasty white kid. Poor conservative took part in the rally. He actually did, because if you've noticed, when Mike Detmer's been on a couple of the local news channels saying that, no, they said there was a couple hundred people in Lansing, right? No, there wasn't. There was thousands of people, period. You can watch my videos panning through and see that there were thousands. Now, there was also the streets were completely and utterly gridlocked, and poor conservative was part of gridlock. Maybe, I know you weren't intentionally, dude, but in hindsight, though, you were part of the gridlock, which also made a statement in Lansing there. And by the way, guys, before I rant about the Lansing thing, I'm just going to do a standalone video. I'm going to do a video response to the governor, the whatever she is, the queen, the empress of Michigan, because she's been going around all week, national news, talking about Michigan. And a lot of you guys have probably seen her. And pretty much everything she's saying are lies, guys. And I have it on video. Many and most of you guys saw my video. So there you go. They're trying to ban guns at the Capitol, Chris is saying. Of course they are. A bunch of drama. Oh, yeah. You guys saw it all over. Michigan. Armed terrorists storm the Capitol. Oh, yeah. Armed racist terrorists. No. Was there one or two racist people there? Maybe. Who knows? Not any that I saw. There was a Confederate flag there in the street, the public street. I was purposely scanning. You can ask some of the guys that were there with me. I said, they're going to say that this was violent. They're going to say it was racist. They're going to say that it was, fascist, all these things. I looked around. There was not one Confederate flag in the actual Capitol grounds. I saw one on the street, like literally hooked to somebody's bumper that was driving down the road. So no, it wasn't racist. It was not violent. None of those things you guys saw on TV were true. Literally none. Zero. And I took footage. It's like the whole thing where I think you guys would believe me by now. But even if you didn't believe me, look at my video. I was inside the Capitol building where the rotunda was shaking from people banging their feet on the floor and screaming. Look for it. Look for it. It's not there. So, let's see. Fake news as usual, Lando said. Exactly. Yeah. Alexander Greedy Gretchen was her name back when she had an active social life. Jeez, oh, Pete. Our militia cave, Dave says. Absolutely. Yeah. There was an armed militia there, of course. But if we were the violent type, they would have known it, right? Like somebody would have got shot if there were all these crazed terrorists in there, which is what I've heard on the news. No, hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of people with guns, long guns, body armor, everything. Nobody hurt anybody. Most peaceful protest I've ever been to. Completely and utterly peaceful. 100% peaceful. So there you go. It's fake. Yes, fake news. Joseph Gonzalez, absolutely. And I can prove it. I was there. I was there all day long. And I took quite a bit of video. It's just crazy. Yep, Governor Pothole is trying out for nomination. Absolutely. Yep. Joe Bakewell, two things. Never trust the fart and never trust the media. No, never trust the media. Zach, Tyrant, yes. Russell Kemp saw it on the Fort Worth News Channel. Oh, yeah. Casey Smith, anyone got the information on how to enlist into my constitutional militia? Casey, are you from Michigan? I know I've seen you around here for sure. Are you another Michigan guy? Yeah, the national news is making us look bad in front of the rest of the nation. They're trying to. I saw where this one lady, she said she had to have her own armed security detail. Did you guys see that? One of the representatives, I think from the Detroit front. Where was she from? Flint area. I knew she was from one of the big cities in Michigan. Democrat from the Flint area. She had 12. Here's what's interesting about this. She's a black lady, okay? And she said that it's so racist, the rally, that she could no longer go to work unless she had her own armed security detail. Now, on the side of the Patriots, I saw all colors of people that were carrying with the Patriots. All different colors of people, okay? Blacks, whites, mixed, Latino, Oriental. I saw every color and combination you could think of that were good guys on the good side of things. But she said that it was nothing bunch of racists there. So she had 11 or 12 people armed escort her into the Michigan house. But you know what I want to know what was funny about that? Now, I'm not making this a race issue. I'm just reporting the news of what she said. She made sure, she said, that all of her security detail was Latino. So she's the one that specifically stated that she was going to have an armed security detail and it had to be of a certain color. Now, the people I saw there, the good guys that were on the sides of liberty, we just want our state back is all. Nobody mentioned color of anybody. Everyone, all different colors, was talking to each other. So if there was any racism going on, if there was, it was probably from the Democrats, the Democrat politicians, because they're the only ones that I heard that started specifying that they would only walk with people of certain colors and stuff. So whatever. If they don't want to walk with me because of the color of my skin, I don't want to be around them anyway. So it's no sweat off my back. But no, there was nothing like that. Not even close. Not even close. So it's crazy. Completely crazy. And maybe that just made the local news. I don't know. But I just saw this big thing, you know. This big, huge thing that. It's not a Confederate flag. It was a rebel battle flag. Well, I saw one of the I saw one of the classic. I saw the classic stars and bars on the tailgate of somebody's truck, but he was just driving down the street. Like, if anyone's ever been to the Capitol, it's a big building and there's public streets that go all the way around it. So somebody drove by the street. Like, excuse me? Who cares? It's freedom of speech anyways. I don't care. To me, it's not of anything like that for me. If it is for somebody else, that's none of my business. I don't condone that. But at the same time, this is America. So who knows? But no, it was not a racist rally. And that's the thing I want to emphasize, because why do the Democrats always want to make it on race when there's people of different colors in here hanging out? I'm not asking people what color they are when they come in here. Why do I even care? So that's the thing that ticked me off. It's just so blatantly untrue. It's completely untrue. Ozark, how's it going, Ozark Yeoman? How you doing, man? Armed protesters, peaceful. Unarmed protesters, face slammed in the hood and arrested. Yeah. No, actually, you're right. No, the reason we were armed there is to protect, like Ozark's saying, we were there to protect ourselves from a tyrannical government. We weren't there on the offensive. We had weapons there to defend ourselves with if we needed to. So there you go. Yeah. Let's see here. Yeah. Yeah, that's what they're doing. Yeah, trade or yeah, they do. They want us to fight a race war. Nobody was there for race. Nobody. I know some of you guys were there. It literally had nothing to do with that. It had to do with. Here's the thing that's crazy. You know who we were protesting there? We were protesting the governor, who's just as white as I am. We weren't protesting any black people. That's what's so crazy about it. And all they keep talking about is race, 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 race. I don't know. I don't know everybody that was there, but it looked like a perfectly peaceful family atmosphere to me. I didn't see anybody hating on anybody. Yeah, Lando Wilson says we're not going to fall into the trap. They want to raise who? And this is just literally about this. This is about freedom. Freedom versus tyranny. That's all this is about. This is about laws in Michigan that clearly state that the governor can have emergency powers for 28 days. After that, it has to be reauthorized by the House and the Senate, which did not reauthorize. This is about people having families to feed that need to feed themselves and eat while still willing to be, like I've always said, I've been saying this the last couple months on here. Protect yourself, protect your family, be courteous. If you're sick, don't go around a vulnerable relative that has a compromised immune system. Just be a good person, be polite. You know, just like we've all been sick, you know, there's been sicknesses going around since the beginning of time. And it's just courteous that when you're sick, don't go around other people, right? Even if you don't feel sick. Wear a mask before you go see grandma. Little brother that's younger than you but has a health condition. Just use your common sense, guys, okay? Be courteous. We can be safe and have freedom and liberty at the same time. Just because people in Lansing or your various state capitals where all of you guys live, just because they're too stupid to do two things at once doesn't mean we are. We're not too stupid. We can be safe, respectful to people, and still care about our God-given rights and our liberty, right? And we can still care about holding them accountable to follow the laws too, while still, again, being safe and courteous and just generally being good people. Kevin, thank you for mentioning that. That's another one of my points. I'm making little notes here because I am going to do a full rebuttal back. Black, Sheriff Clark, black dude. I don't know him personally, but as far as I can tell, he's a patriot. He's looked up to by a lot of the Second Amendment community. He was the keynote speaker. Standing ovation and applause. So we were there screaming. We were there screaming at a white person who's oppressing our rights, right? There was more white people there. I get it. But there was blacks, again, Latinos, Asians, all kinds of different colors of people there, all screaming and yelling at a white woman while we're cheering and applauding for a black dude that's a patriot. I mean, you can't even make this stuff up, except for somehow the fake news, and they're fake. They're completely fake. A bunch of armed racists stormed the Capitol. To stand out in the freezing cold rain, to stand out in the rain and get soaked and drenched, and cheer as loud as they could and clap for a black guy that's giving a speech? If that's a racist event, then what reality am I even living in right now? Like, what the heck is going on here? I've got black people right now that I know are black in this chat. I know there's people of multiple colors right now saying, don't fall for it. You know what I'm saying? This is just stupid. It didn't happen. It didn't happen. Not there. Does it happen in some places? Maybe it does. I don't know. You know why I don't know? I don't go to those kind of rallies. If there was a racist rally, you know, calling all racists in Michigan, let's go here and run all the blacks out of Lansing, I wouldn't go to that one. I wouldn't be there, okay? So that's probably why the rallies I go to are all just patriots and we don't really notice what color people are, quite frankly, because I wasn't even really paying attention to that. That's why I don't have a. If somebody wanted to know, like, well, how many, and I know you guys don't, I'm just being sarcastic. I'm using the general you. If somebody said, well, I want to know how many Latinos were there, and of the Latinos, how many were from Honduras? How many were Puerto Rican? I couldn't tell you that. Okay, and there were blacks there. How many were African American? How many were African came over from Nigeria? I don't keep track of that. I have no idea how many people of each color were there. All I know is this. There were different colors of people there, and we were all united to say, we're tired of the tyranny. You know, you're not the empress. You're not a queen. This is not a monarchy. That's why we were there. So there you guys go. Twilight Zone, Christopher Bishop says. Yeah. Yeah. Why does the government refer to blacks as African Americans? They don't call me Irish American, because as long as they hyphenate them, make it raw and trouble. That's a good thought. That's why I was being specific earlier. Like, I don't know. Yeah, there were some black dudes there. Okay. I don't know if they were Americans or Africans, if they were Europeans. Like, black people live in every country of the world, right? Like, white people live in every country. I'm trying to laugh, guys, to keep from just going like, I don't understand. The only person I saw that mentioned race in that whole rally was that state representative that said, and I have to be escorted by people with AR-15s, and they have to be of a certain color. Fact check me, guys. Fact check me. It literally said in there. It said the exact race of all the people that she had escorting her. That was the only person I heard say anything about race. And that's the one that was accusing not everybody of being racist. So I have no idea. Joe. Okay, Joe A418. He says, and remember, the media is calling the Asian hornets murder hornets to install fear. The one found species of the Asian species. Okay. We've always done that. That doesn't, just like, it's funny. People always call stuff by the country it originated from. I never saw race in any of that. Did you guys? I know, like they said, I remember you growing up, you'd hear about the Irish potato famine, right? The Irish potato famine. Is that racist now? If you refer to that? I don't know. If there's a mosquito carries the West Nile disease, is that racist now? I mean, of course it's not racist, but that's what the fake news would like you to think, wouldn't they? Yes, Lando. Yes, the irony, he says. The irony says, oh, I like this quote here. He says, hold on. Oh, the irony. Escorted with people with AR-15s, the same guns they want to get rid of. Yes, sir. Because that's the thing. They don't want to get rid of all the AR-15s. They still want them, okay? And they're not about gun control. They're about control. And they know they have to take the gun so that then they can get the ultimate control. So don't ever forget that. The operative word in that phrase is control. Because now we can see what's been going on in a lot of states. They're controlling a lot more than just guns now, or attempting to control. They're literally getting it to the point where they're controlling how people congregate, how they worship, what they can eat, what type of supplies they can buy for their PPE for their job. There's a lot of control going on. And sure, they want to carry all the guns they want to. They want to carry all of them if they want to ban from us. So, yeah. It's true. There's lots of irony. And I'm glad you guys are Swedish meatballs, Kevin says, are racist. Absolutely. Russell Camp, patriots of all color are all colors. Yeah, that's what I was trying to say. That's why I can't even remember who was what color, because quite frankly, I didn't care. I wasn't there to keep track of that. Not whatsoever. So beware of the Japanese beetle, Pillbox says. Yeah, this is funny, guys. Anyone remember the Hong Kong flu? I mean, it's all true. It's like, gosh. Ramon Nieves, the Puerto Rican hillbilly. What's happening, dude? Nice to see you, man. He's another good one. I'm a Puerto Rican patriot, love this country, and will die for God in this country. Yes, sir. Thank you, sir. I have no idea what color he is. Do I care? No. I think he might be Latino. Might be, but I don't even care. I only say that because your last name. I'm gonna stereotype you. Like if a guy's last name is let's see here. Let me find someone in here. Let me try to guess you guys' colors. No, I'm not gonna do that. I'm joking. No, but actually what'll mess with you a lot of times is you'll see a Hispanic sounding last name, but they're from Spain too. So let's see here. Okay. Okay, Alexander's kind of explaining the African American thing. Okay. Man. I'm not sure exactly where they call any of it that, really. Pillbox bunker. Our bodies are only our Earth suits. Yep, they are. They're just a suit. You're right. No, but you guys know I didn't bring this up. I'm talking about it in response. Just trying to stick up what's true. Ammo Wizard. Yes, sir. Says, just to keep us divided and occupied while they strip our freedoms away. I think you're right. But that's all I've heard about in the news for a full week. And these are national news, which is really ticking me off. Because I just didn't see that there. I didn't see that. Sheriff David Clark, yep. Yeah. Kevin brought it up earlier. Biggest applause was for a mention of Martin Luther King Jr. Yep. Go on Facebook, you'll see people that have the speech Sheriff Clark gave. I thought I had it, and I didn't have my... I messed up recording it, but I watched it live. I was right there. Yep, Sheriff Clark cited Martin Luther King Jr. If he ain't black, cheered for him. But we're racist. So sick of it. Oh, boy. Ooh. Dave, yeah, I think so, actually. He got the West Memphis clap. I don't know. What color are you, Dave? I don't even know what color Dave is. I have no clue. What does this chat turn into? I'm asking everyone what color they are. No, I'm just saying, like, it doesn't matter. It's just ticking me off that they're lying so bad. It's sickening. Yeah, Beckderm says K31 rifle. Check behind the butt plate for the person who had it. Yeah, the troop tags. I also have a K11, K1911. That had a troop tag underneath the butt plate. Absolutely. Yeah, threaded for my pleasure. This is the nicest chat on the web. I think that says a lot. Yeah, it does. And we can't even see each other. So there we go. The color of someone's skin, nothing to do with how nice they are. Quite frankly, right? How much money they have, nothing to do with it, because pretty much all of us are completely broke, okay? But you know what, though? We kind of all have in common on here. We're all pretty patriotic. We're all pretty good dudes and gals, and that is why this is one of the nicest streams I've ever been in, and that goes out to you guys. That's not a shout out to me at all, because I'm just one person on here. When I say the chat, that doesn't include me, because I'm actually not in the chat, so yeah, if I haven't said that lately, definitely like the nicest group of people I've ever met, and that's why I look forward to these streams. Really, I mean, to get to hang out with, what, it says there's 82 in here? Now that I've reminded you guys how nice you are, if you don't mind doing me just a little bit of a solid, throw that thumbs up. Maybe you did it on the first stream and forgot. So I think some of you guys probably did that. You probably thumbs up the first one and forgot to on the restart, because we're a little light in the thumbs up. So before I keep buttering you guys up and saying how nice you are, I might have to take it back. Boy, found my way back. I tried, guys. I tried to restart it. It didn't help. So we're just going to basically consider this a podcast tonight. The audio's, it's just basically a podcast in a nice chat room. Yeah, Rockford, absolutely, man. It is. It's a nice group in the chat here. There's a bunch of nice people, and then there's poor conservative. So we got all types. Charles Darling, what's happening, man? We were just talking about how completely unracist it was. I know you were there. He's one of the people I actually hung out with almost the whole day. So if anyone doesn't believe me, I've got Charles Darling in the house. He'll tell you guys how literally zero racism there was in that rally. Ooh, Juan G matter. All that matters if you can barbecue or make a pizza. So Juan, I'd like to introduce you to. I rip on him a lot. he deserves every bit of it, plus more. But he is my friend, poor conservative. So if you want to talk pizza, talk to poor conservative. He says that he knows. I think Juan and poor conservative could be friends here. Let's just put it that way. They say that he knows every good pizza place from the East Coast all the way to the West Coast. I mean, that's what they say. And I know it's hard to believe, but I found nothing to prove it wrong. So the poor conservative may know more about good pizzerias than probably you do, whoever you are out there watching. So just keep that in mind. Let's see here. My chat's breaking up, Ramon says. The video's been bad all day, guys. There's just, I guess, nothing I can do about it. Mac the Great. How are you, my guy 2A? I'm doing good, man. How are you? Somebody was asking me about a binary trigger. I think it was Zach. I think they're pretty cool. Yeah. I don't own one, but I think they're pretty cool. I'd like to own one someday, really. Yeah. I think they're nice. Reptile guys with the super chat. Thanks so much, dude. I really appreciate it. Some of you guys, I don't know what it is, but well, no, I know what it is. I just said it a few minutes ago. There's a lot of really nice people in here. Just all the nice comments you guys leave, the super chats, Patreon supporters. You guys are totally awesome, too. And I do put the money back into the channel. I definitely have more videos coming up very soon. I was just like in the middle of like just crazy week last week, okay? Pillbox Bunker, thank you yesterday for coming by. A couple people in here. I had a little issue yesterday with a little bit of a truck problem, but I got it going. And I was starting 6 weeks behind the day I started, so keep that in mind. Ooh, Chris Buildit, how's it going, man? Love and prayer, Liberty Tactical. What's happening, man? Nice to see you. Another good Michigan guy. And thanks so much for the super chat, man. That's totally not necessary, but I do appreciate it. Somebody said audio's great. That's why I just audio's great. I can just sit over here, right? Like, would you guys even notice the difference? And thanks for the thumbs ups. I appreciate those, guys. I just saw those there. I know some of you just forgot. Yes, it's funny. Charles Darling, he just popped in afterwards. You didn't even see that, but our buddy Kevin that we saw there, he just said that. He's like, Sheriff Clark, the black speaker, quoted MLK, and that got the loudest thing. Charles Darling wasn't even in here. He came in and said that. So that proves we're not lying. Like, literally proves we're not lying. Trey Orr saying he likes his Franklin binary trigger, so keep that in mind. Okay, yeah. Raphael says, what good are gun rights when our courts will do anything to put you in prison for defending your family? And that's the thing. I've talked about this. It's tough. Our rights given to us by our Creator. Some people may call that God. You can call that many things. Freedom of religion in the United States. Your Creator. Whatever created you, okay? It could be the Christian God. It could be many things, okay? That's who gave you your rights. The government didn't give it to you, and they can't take it away. And the Second Amendment is just a prohibition stopping them from taking it away, right? Okay, so we're good, right? No, actually, we're still not good at that because, as Raphael brings up, he says, but then the courts will come in. Yeah. Our rights are a piece of paper that says shall not be infringed and Congress shall not abridge. Congress shall not, because all these rights that we have are actually not given to us by the government. They're actually just preventing the government, prohibiting the government from treading or infringing, right? But ultimately, we can't count on the government just to protect ourselves. We have to protect our country ourselves, right? So that's why these protests, rallies, I've seen several people, many people tonight talking about militias. Yeah. Yeah. The militia, ultimately, because the Second Amendment doesn't just say the right to keep and bear arms shall not be infringed. That's not what it says at all. And we always get caught up on the right to keep and bear arms shall not be infringed, right? But I think we need to start focusing on the introduction sentence or part of the sentence before the comma, right? A well-regulated militia being necessary to the security of a free state. That's the answer Raphael, right there. Because you've got law. They take an oath. They want power. They want money. They're greedy. They get power drunk. They're high on their own power, whatever you want to call it. And you'll find a lot of them, not all, but many, most. They're just going to do whatever they can to retain power, even at the expense of the people. Now, if you notice, it didn't say this in the Second Amendment. This is not what it said. Sometimes I give you guys the blunt answer, in my opinion, of what it is. A well-regulated militia being necessary. But sometimes to look at it from another angle, I like to say what it's not. Here's a couple things that are not said. It didn't say a strong central federal government being necessary to the security of a free state. You won't find that anywhere. It didn't say that a governor in the state of Michigan prohibits her or him or whoever the governor is. He, she, Z, I don't know what the governor is. Have no idea what orientation she is. So our he, she's, Z governor. Doesn't say a governor that can act as a monarch and override the law that's written that says they need approval to expend an action is necessary to the free state. It doesn't say that. It doesn't say that we need to go around and race bait, get all the blacks and whites fighting against each other. While we're at it, let's get all the Asians. Let's get the Asians. Let's get the Latinos fighting. Does it say that if all the races just fight, that's what's necessary to a free state? It doesn't say that either. Does it say that everybody needs to get as much money as possible? Does it say that everybody needs a stimulus for the necessity of a free state? It doesn't say that either. And actually, it's kind of hard to think about living so crude. It doesn't even say we need a roof over our head, really. It doesn't even say we need a car to drive. No, a well-regulated militia being necessary to the security of a free state. So it's right there. That's the answer. The Founding Fathers knew what the answer was. And then the right to keep and bear arms shall not be infringed. Because they could have just put down the right to keep and bear arms shall not be infringed. They could have just said that. In fact, they say Congress shall pass no law, right? The First Amendment. They didn't do that in the Second Amendment. And in one sense, yes, they're all equally important. I truly believe they're equally important in one sense. But I've always kind of almost thought the Second Amendment was the most important. It's hard. Yes, the First Amendment is the most important too, and all of them. But here's why the Second's a little bit different. They actually told you the why in there. That's kind of rare. The Founding Fathers knew they had to add a little bit something extra to the Second, didn't they? Have you guys ever thought about it that way? Because they could have just literally said, Congress shall pass no infringement on the rights. It could have just said, the right to keep and bear arms shall not be infringed. If you notice with our freedom of speech, our freedom of religion, and I'm not saying guns are more important than religion or speech. I'm not saying that. I think in context to the government, prohibitions on the government having too much power. That's where the Second Amendment, they put a little extra in there, didn't they? They put a little bit extra in there. They told us the why. And they didn't just say that it'd be preferred or maybe it'd be a good idea or something like that. No, they used very specific words, necessary. So the fact that there's not a well-regulated militia, and when we mean regulated, we mean the way they used the word back then, 1790 or so, right? No, well-regulated didn't mean extra regulations. It didn't mean extra restricted like we'd use regulate now. No, regulation meant trained, ready, competent. An actual legit fighting force, not just a couple guys running around that don't even know how to aim or whatever you want to call it. No, a true fighting force, something that could actually make a difference. That's what they meant by well-regulated militia. Necessary to the security of a free state. So if we don't have that right now, then that's basically what the Founding Fathers predicted. Because if a well-regulated militia is necessary to the security of a free state, I'm assuming the absence of a well-regulated militia means you probably don't have a free state. And that's why we're not as free as we'd like to be. What do you guys think? Probably you guys have probably all thought about it the same way I did 1,000 times. So I don't think I'm really teaching anyone anything new, but at the same time, I think that's what the deal is. I think this was predicted long ago. Like Mateo said, except when there's a flu, right? Yeah, that's what people have said lately. People are getting sick, and I'm sure they are. I'm sure they are. And that's really, really sad. Like, that's the thing. I can feel sad at a loss of an innocent life. I can want to protect my own family and socially distance from my own mother because she may have a pre-existing health condition, which is true. So I can care about her and not just walk into her house because they say you can carry it and not even know it, right? Asymptomatic, is that the saying? Asymptomatic, right? I can do that, which I've done, and still go to the Patriots rally and say, no, there's not supposed to be an emperor of Michigan. You're the governor. And we have separation of powers. I can do both, and that's what I choose to do. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So that whole, and he's being sarcastic, obviously, but a lot of people are being dead serious, except for when there's a flu. No, there is no except for. And this is just the whole, some of these idiots, complete idiots on TV. It's that whole saying, and I've had to use it more and more lately, where to believe that, whatever crap they're spewing on TV, to believe that will require the listener to be dumber than the speaker, right? Sorry, people, but I ain't that dumb to listen to you guys on TV. They're so stupid. They sit there and say, well, we all know that the founding fathers, when they wrote these rights, they didn't write the rights. They're already wrong right there. They didn't give us any rights. No, these are prohibitions that tells the government they cannot infringe or take away rights that they never gave us, that these were natural rights endowed by our Creator. That's the prohibitions of the government. So as soon as someone starts saying, well, the founding fathers didn't mean to give us these rights in this time right now with the flu, they're just so wrong. They couldn't even be any more wrong. Like, if they get any more wrong, they're going to accidentally become right because their premise is wrong. Rights granted to us by the founding documents. Nope. Founding documents did not grant us anything. It granted restrictions and rules on government, but it did not grant the people anything. Life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness? It doesn't say the government gave that. No, it says our Creator gave us life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. No. So they're already wrong on their premise. They didn't give us anything. Second of all, if the founding fathers wanted to put in there and say, you have the freedom, pick one. Religion, speech, to keep and bear arms shall not be infringed, right? How's it going, Jet001? Nice to see you, man. If they wanted to put a preface clause, they would have. It's like, literally, do they think we're that retarded? If you watch these people on here, they'll literally say, well, they didn't mean for us to have the right to keep and bear arms during the time like this. Yeah, they did. These are especially the times. Because, again, they never granted us the rights. They said the government couldn't infringe. And who needs rights if everything's going completely perfectly? You know what I mean? If everything was literally perfect, which you have to kind of just, it's a figment of our imagination. This world's never going to be a perfect place. But if everything was truly perfect, we wouldn't need rights, because if it's perfect, nobody's ever going to want to tread on anybody, right? No. I think it was Alexander Hamilton, one of the main founding fathers anyways, acknowledged and said, men are not angels. And they knew that. So if they wanted to, they would have put a prefacing clause, a predicating clause. They would have said, except for in times of flu, except for in times of pandemic plague, Congress shall pass no law. Then I've heard people say, no. They just kept the Constitution so simple. The founding fathers didn't know to add that on there. Yeah, they did actually, because let's go back to the Second Amendment again. They told us the what, and they told us the why. A well-regulated militia being necessary to the security of a free state, the right of the people to keep and bear arms shall not be infringed. It includes both. So if they were capable of predicating the Second Amendment with one thing, I'm sure they could have predicated all the amendments with something else. Did you guys actually think about that when you hear these people on TV and they say, well, the founding fathers could have never foreseen. They could have never foreseen such a plague. Oh, really? What about the plague? I know the president calls this the plague. No, this isn't the plague. The plague. They knew about it. They knew about it. It was before 1776. How many people did that kill? Now, does that make any life loss from this one any less valuable? No, nothing to do with that. It's just to literally say that it's a proven 100% fact that the founding fathers knew about sickness, they knew about disease, they knew about plague, okay? And if they wanted to put a preface, a predicate, if they wanted to put that in front of the rights to say, except for when there's plague, except for when, they would have put it in there. Because they put prefacing statements in front of other things when they wanted to. They would have done it. So there you go. I'm sick and tired of people thinking that, we're all so stupid that we would actually just believe them when they get on there and say, well, certainly George Washington could have never thought. No, he just went across the Delaware, okay? Oh, he just went up against the largest Navy and world superpower, okay? The rockets regular, the bombs bursting in air. Oh, they just did that, okay? They had no idea what it would be like. The founding fathers couldn't have even imagined anything that was dangerous. As soon as something's dangerous, the founding fathers, they would have just went in there, they would have just put on their thing, and they would have stayed at home, and they would have just let them take everything. We need guns. We don't need to worship. The founding fathers would have just laid down, right? No, wrong. No, the founding fathers took up arms, shot people, fought a war, not just any war, against the largest military superpower in the world, signed their names on a death certificate, basically almost kind of sort of the equivalency of just jumping off a bridge to even sign their names to that Declaration of Independence. And they think the founding fathers were so afraid of the flu that they were going to take away all of our rights that are given to us by God and that the government is supposed to protect, that says shall not be infringed. Congress shall pass no law. No. But they're actually saying this on TV every day. And I know you guys already know this, but maybe, I'm just kind of hanging out with friends here, but maybe just to remind you to tell some people this, because I've talked to people that maybe don't quite think the way I do about everything. And they're like, well, in times like this, maybe the founding fathers. And then when you remind them and you say, what do you mean in times like this? There's a lot of problems right now. I get that. There's a lot of people getting really sick, and God bless all of them. God bless any of you. I'm literally not taking anything away from that. But if this is a scarier time than the Revolutionary War, and people are actually believing that, we've got problems. So no, the founding fathers wouldn't have suspended our grand experiment on self-governance, our republic, if we can keep it. They wouldn't suspend that over the flu. They fought off a lot worse stuff than that, and there was a lot of sicknesses back then. And somehow this country's still going on today for now. We fought off pandemic, epidemic, enemies, both foreign and domestic, for hundreds of years now. And people say, but they never faced anything like this. I don't know. One more time. I take nothing away from people that are sick. I don't. If anybody's sick right now, this takes nothing away from that, because to you, if you're sick right now, this is the most real thing ever. Just like it was real when there were muskets and cannon volleys getting shot at the founding fathers, the First Continental Army, etc., right? That was real too. Cannonballs. That's a pretty big deal, right? Largest navy in the world. Right here. right on our shores. We were a colony. They didn't want us to break free, right? You guys know the story. Unless you're really young and you went to public schools, you guys all know the story. I'm just saying, to even think that we're so stupid that they can convince us that the founding fathers would have taken it all back had they known. It's just sickening, isn't it? Yeah, the picture's been bad all night tonight, guys. Yeah. I have no torrents on, guys. It's literally just, I don't know what it is. There's nothing running on my computer whatsoever besides this floor window for the live stream. So there you go. Somebody's saying there's some states that actually outright outlaw them. And if that's the case, then things have gotten pretty bad on those states, right? Yeah, Orion. Yep, that's basically what I've been trying to say. See, this happens to me a lot. Somebody says it a lot more concise than I do. But there you go. Orion's right. People think the founding fathers weren't as smart as we are today. Well, I got news for them, dummies. I know. Isn't that funny? No, Orion's right. Orion's right. End it. If the founding fathers would have known English would have been lost in translation, they would have made it simple enough for an infant or a politician would understand it. Yep. Let's see here. Pillbox and a couple other guys are talking about some long, complicated numbers. Mark Taylor, I'm a big Second Amendment guy unless I have his nipples. Haha. Well, yeah, I mean, patent for freedom, 1776. Mr. Bill Alexander, yes, sir. Yeah, Neil Lexington, yes. Smallpox was rampant during the Revolution. Absolutely. That's terrible, too. Jet says, yes, sir. Cave Dave, that 95 is better than a jockstrap on your face. Oh, that's funny. That was a good way to word it. John Voorhees, what's happening? I'm watching you and John Crump. So you've got two feeds going at once. Yeah, I'm sorry this feed's not good, guys, tonight. I don't know what it is. My internet, I don't know. I did a speed test. The French did give the United States a little bit of aid or promise of aid. The French, Leonard Mason, but the French never won a war. Yeah. Joel Yates even said a republic, if you can keep it. He even knew we might have to dissolve the government we were creating. Sure. Yeah. I already started the stream, guys. I already restarted it once tonight. I'm not going to do it again because I'm actually going to be getting off in just a couple minutes. So I guess let's just look at this as more of a podcast with a live chat. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I kind of got I think I did like a 20-minute or so stream. Let me do this, guys. I'm gonna go get something to drink. You guys, if you have any gun-related questions you want me to answer, I will look at it right now. And as soon as I get back in like 5 minutes here, kind of got off ranting about our God-given rights. I don't think anyone had too much of a problem with that. So if there's any gun questions, though, I like guns too, obviously. So I'll be back in just a second. And if you guys just forgot, you can go ahead and give me a thumbs up because, I don't know. Let's see how many we can get. I've got 81 right now. It's nothing like I'm going to get off of it, but just humor me. All right, I'll be back in 1 second, guys. Guero M, how's it going? You were the one asking me, I think, about maybe using that sling swivel stud on your Lynx 12 AK shotgun for some type of grip. I'm thinking about it. Maybe someone can help me out with that. So, I don't know. Basically, the Lynx 12, I wish I could just grab it right now. It's got a sling swivel attachment, right? Is there anything that can screw in there to act as a vertical like grip? Would that work? If anyone has any ideas, let me know. But I shot my Lynx 12. Jeremy Wilson, who was in here earlier, I don't know if he still is, actually shot it with me, and I just haven't had a chance to edit and post the video yet. So we shot it. We shot it with, it's a Lynx 12. Yes, it's a Sega 12 clone, Neo. Yes, basically. And it's it's a but we shot it with some buckshot. We shot it with some birdshot. I did not even adjust the gas settings at all. So you guys will see that very soon in a video. I'm gonna do another one, a follow-up, where I'm adjusting the gas settings on it too. So audio's gone now too. Okay. Yeah, Guerrero had to cut down on shooting 9mm because not wanting to pay double for a case of 9. I hear you guys there. House cover was making it jam. Guerrero saying, okay. Yeah, I have a shooting video that's recorded. It's on footage. I just have to put it into a proper video. So I have so many cool gun videos coming up, guys. I just need to get a little time. I know you guys are cool as heck, and you probably don't care because there's channels like 100 times better than mine putting videos every day anyways. So hopefully you guys are cool. But this last week I had to catch up like crazy on work, probably next week too. And I'll get back into the routine and better schedule of videos because I really, really love putting out videos. If I was just completely selfish, I would only put out videos, but I got a family and I was out of work for a long time. So I appreciate you guys being patient with me as far as that goes. But tons of different shooting videos that I have. I went out and recorded, and definitely, like I said, was shooting with Jeremy Wilson, which is like, man, he lived across the country from me all this time. We became friends on here, just like I've become friends with all of you, and you know what I'm saying? To get to shoot with somebody like that was pretty cool, and there's plenty more footage. Pillbox Bunker, the whole family. Where's Amanda and Jeremy at, Pillbox? Go grab them by the ear. Go yell at them. Neo, thank you. I mean, it sucks to have to work. Nothing's perfect in life, guys, okay? Trust me. Can't work for 6 weeks. Now I'm 6 weeks behind. Just not enough hours in the day. And they're all such good customers I've known for so long. I don't want to let any of them down, but I'm letting like 3/4. So it sucks, but like in a good kind of way, because I'm like most Americans and like most of you all. I just want to take care of myself, So Chris built it. Oh no, your channel's a favorite. Well, thanks, Chris. At least somebody. Oh boy. Now you guys know what I'm saying. There's other good stuff for you guys to watch, but I love doing the videos to hang out with you guys. Let's just put it that way. And if you do look forward to my videos, well, Chris Build It does. So for Chris, I definitely have some shooting footage of some of the guns that I've kind of left you guys hanging on for the last couple weeks. So TT-33, any good for practical use other than a toy? Well, I don't know. The round itself is really good, 7.62 by 25. If you were only talking just from a utility standpoint, I'd probably go with the Yugo, the M57, because it holds the extra round, which also gives it a little longer grip, so you can be sure to get that full pinky on there. So if Makarov, just for defense or whatever reasons, if you needed to go to war, I don't know. The round's a good round, okay? So I don't want to say the gun's just something to dismiss. I love the 7.62 by 25, but I would probably get the Yugo, right? Why not? Holds an extra round, fits most people's hands a little better. Collecting, history. I'm a big history buff. That's why I collect a lot of milsurps, right? So that's another good reason. They're fun to shoot at the range. So the Reptile guys, only channel I've ever donated to. Might not be a good thing, but it shows I care about this channel. And that's the thing. Like, and that's why when I thank you guys for the super chat, it's not like I'm going cha-ching, cha-ching. It's not like that. It's like, somebody worked hard for their money and donated it to the channel. And I guess that shows that, people see that I'm putting it back into the channel. And it makes me feel good on a different level that has nothing to do with the money itself. Like, it shows to me that you guys work hard for your money. You know what I'm saying, right? So, yeah. Yes, Jonathan Todd, how's it going? Does anybody have any 7.62 by 39 API? I have some old Chinese armor piercing that's still in the original spam cans from the 70s, Vietnam era, but I do not have any for sale. Smart Weaver rail, okay. Where I was talking about. No, I bet you left me that message the other day, and I was kind of thinking about it, and I'm like, nothing's popping in my head. Maybe that little fine thread there might not be enough thread. You know what I mean? It might just break it off. It might not be enough for a full foregrip. That's probably, maybe it's not a good idea based on that for sure. Yeah, channel moderator bot. Thank you. It's helping out here. Let's see here. We've got let's see here. I appreciate it, Chris. I think I'll be all right. It's just a matter of me being in a bunch of places at once, like estimates and stuff like that. But yeah, send me a text, and see what's going on. Grows breaking in a Stoger, M3K. Yeah. I can't. I need to get that video out, guys. So many of you guys bought them. They were on sale cheap. Palmetto, KY Gun Co. Both sold out. I heard. Now you guys can check this. I haven't had a chance to check it. Somebody left me a comment earlier today and said Palmetto has the Stoger STR9s back in stock for $249. Go look. They could already be sold out. I'll throw you guys a bone because I know they sold out pretty quickly. So, Reptile guys are saving some for a special event. 28 rounds. See, you're talking API, so that's armor piercing incendiary. Okay, I have the true AP though, the old Chinese stuff. So, what you're talking about might be worth a little more than what I have, but I have some of the old. You hate to call it this, but I guess pre-band ammo, banned ammo. Like somebody said earlier. Why do we have the infringements we have? Well, I guess the founding fathers warned us, right? Yes, I have. The Reptile guys, I have heard about the police using the MRAP to shut down the bar. Yep. Poor conservative, thank you. He went and checked for you guys. Stoger, STR9. Palmetto has it. Just to let you guys know. I don't endorse Palmetto over anybody else. Just letting you guys know they have it. That's where I bought mine from. Some of my viewers came in after my video and said, oh, dude, it's only $238 on KY Gun Co. I didn't know that at the time. So, Orion Fixer. Oh, no, the dreaded all caps penalty box. Is somebody using all caps? Maybe KY Gun Co. has it. I don't know. People leave me a lot of comments. I've been working so much, guys. I do read your comments still. If I give it a heart, just so you guys know, I definitely read it. If I didn't like the comment, I don't give it a heart. But I like most of the comments, so I usually give them a heart. And then if I had time, I responded back. And I've had 0 time all week. Yeah, happy Mother's Day. Mother's Day is coming up here. If there's any mothers here tonight or listening, happy Mother's Day. We love all of our moms. Moms are the best, aren't they? Jonathan Todd, thanks for all you do. Much respect from North Carolina. Right on, man. I like North Carolina. It's a nice state. I've been spent time in Virginia, North Carolina border quite a bit over the years. Nice area. I like that part of the country. Semi-auto shotgun. But yeah. All right. Well, did you guys have any more questions for me? I've been kind of just enjoying hanging out with you guys tonight. I've had a good time, and I must have because between the two streams, it's been almost 2 hours. So I have to get up early in the morning. So I'm just going to take one last look at the chat here. But I definitely appreciate how you guys hanging out with me on a Friday night like this. Of all the fun, awesome things to do, you guys chose to hang out with me, which is pretty cool. And now you guys can all type in there, no, dude, we can't do anything. We're all in quarantine, like, duh. But I know. Neil Lexington wants to know what type of mowers do I run? Well, my main primary mower is a Skag. I have a couple older Lescos, which at that time were made by Cub Cadet Commercial. If you remember the Cub Cadet Tank M60 Lesco, the Lesco Z2. So I got a couple Z2s, but my main one is my Skag Turf Tiger, 61-inch, 35 horsepower, Briggs big block. So there we go. I love my Skag. USA made, fabricated here, made here in the USA. The Skag is a beast. I love it. There's other good brands too, but I've had most of them over the years, and I'm kind of really partial to my Skag. It's a big mower. It's got lots of speed. I do some pretty big wide open accounts, so it's awesome. I ain't trying to cheat you, Guerrero, but there's always going to be next week, okay? There's always going to be next week. I'm not quite gone yet. I'm just letting you guys know if you had any last-minute questions. Russell Camp says thanks, and have a great night. 7.65 ammo, Argentine Mauser. Okay. PPU. Look for PPU. Now, right now, it's hard to find anything, but PPU makes a 7.65 Argentine loading. And that's what I like about PPU. I'll show you guys this real quick. So, PPU. Here's a couple. I definitely don't want to call these oddball cartridges, but these aren't like stuff every day. Maybe like a big box store or whatever, right? So, here's some PPU 6.5 Swede match. Hollow point 5 by 55 Swede. That's your PPU. Here's some PPU 7mm Mauser, okay? So, yeah, stuff like the Argentine. The Swiss, somebody, K31 rifle, please show yours. I'll put that on my list of video requests. You know I can't show it here, though, right now, okay? I can't show it here because of YouTube's anti-gun streaming rules. Beretta 92S. I definitely have one of those. That's something you guys are that on my list. So, there's a rally in Grand Rapids coming up next week. I don't know a lot about it yet. The one that's running for county commissioner. He told me about it like literally as I was driving back here after cutting grass all day. You guys are going to have to go over to the 2A EDU group. I'll try to post as soon as I can get there. If not, look at places like 2A Sanctuary Counties, Livingston. They're going to have it on there, you know. So I just don't quite have all the, let's see. Okay, there we go. Mateo just posted right here. Michigan protest, the 14th. Michigan United for Liberty. Mateo was able to just look it up. No 9 in the gun stores, but they're full of 380. Yep. How's it going, Darcy, by the way? Let's see here. I'm not getting up early. I do have to get up a little bit early. Yeah, as far as, like, that's why I said I like PPU, because they just make a lot of those kind of, if it wasn't for them, quite frankly, some of the cartridges would be pretty rare. Like, they're one of the last companies that'll make stuff like 7.65 Argentine. Here's some PPU. It's a little more modern. Let me go down here and sort through the old ammo stack here. Poor Conservative, are you still around? This is for the poor Conservative. If he's still around, great. If he's not around, even better. Because he is my good friend, but yeah, I prefer it when he's gone. You know, that type of friend. But he's a good friend. 300 blackout. See, PPU makes a nice 300 blackout loading. This is a good plinking round. Affordable. Well, when I say affordable, I mean like pre-end of the world United States as we know it. You know, PPU 357 SIG. This is a hot little loading. This is a hot little loading, guys. This 357 SIG PPU. Like, in a way, I'd say no, but in a way, I'd almost say I'd defend myself with this stuff. It's just a flat point, but still, it's pretty fast. Pretty fast stuff. I've got some PPU 32 auto here. Okay. I like lots of brands of ammo. You guys know that. Wolf. I love Wolf. Heck, I've been having a good time with this Gecko stuff. This stuff was always really cheap. This stuff's been treating me good. And I even have, let me see what I did with it here. Uh-oh, there he is. Poor conservatives here. Oh, this is some more 6.5 Swede. Hold on one second. I bought a small amount of ammo, just a couple boxes. Let me go grab one. $9mm Makarov's pretty cheap still. Here's some Wolf 9 Mac. That's a nice little round too. Nothing wrong with this round. 9mm Mac. Wolf. And some 7.63 Mauser PPU. So, yeah, that's where PPU will come in and bail you out. You know what I mean? Calibers like this. You don't see this every day. 7.63 Mauser. The Gecko stuff's decent. Yeah, and it's been pretty cheap, too. Good night, Alexander. Pillbox Bunkers out of here. Good night. 38 Special Wad Cutters. Yeah. Leonard Mason's driving 520 miles round trip. I definitely don't want to give anybody any wrong advice. I'm just finding out. These rallies always kind of come up at the last minute just due to the nature of them. So, all right. Looks like some of you guys are heading out of here. Oh, boy. You guys are starting a caliber war at the very end. Do you want me to piss you guys off with a caliber war? Let me know before I sign off. Because I can just say goodbye, or I can go grab a case of something to just to tick everybody off before they go to bed. Because I bought these, which were not inflated at all. These were basically pre-price. All right, nobody wants me to start the caliber war. I'll hold that until the next stream. But I bought a case of one. And I'm going to say it might be my favorite AR round nowadays. All right, guys. I'm going to get out of here. Willie Williams finally caught me live, and I'm just signing off. I've been on for about 2 hours now, so. Russell Camp said do it. Huh. The Pac-9. Okay, I'll give you guys a teaser because everyone's taking off. So those of you that waited till the last minute, you're going to get some inside info. Right over there that I can't. Let's see what I can show. Hold on a minute. Hold on. I'm not going to risk getting kicked off, but let's just say this. I have the brand new Wasser M, the new 9mm rifle. Have you guys seen it yet? I've got one, and it's tempting me so much, but it's right over there. So if anybody was curious, you talked about the Pac-9. I've done a video on that. I completely love the Pac-9, and I do have the new Wasser 9mm that there might be videos about it, but I've not seen it yet on YouTube. So if anyone's interested in that, let me know. And I'm going to go grab right now here in 1 second the calibrated to stop caliber wars. And there's a debate in here. 5.56 versus 300 blackout, okay? All right. Now, I'm going to come back, and I'm going to show you guys Nagant revolver. Yes, I did a video on that too. If you guys go look back. I'm going to come back and tell you the caliber that I think kicks both of their butts, no questions asked. Get everyone completely ticked off. Don't beat your wife because of this video. I'm not trying to get you that mad. Don't take it out on her. I'm just going to get you guys mad enough. And hold on. I'll be right back. All right. Whew. The 7.62 by 25, which I do love. Now, we're talking AR cartridges here. By viewer request, 7.62 by 25, okay? by 45. 7.62 by 45. Check. BZ52. But that's not what I'm talking about. So, AR caliber debate. 5.56 versus 300 blackout. And it's actually neither. Here's for the win. 6.5 Grendel. Wolf. FMJ. 100 grain for the win. Not even close. Crushes both of them. Short range and long range. It's completely over. And I just lost 50 subscribers. But it's all good. So there you go. There's the 5.56 versus 300 blackout debate. All in a nutshell. You didn't even need to watch the rest of the stream now. But it's true. It's true. It's true, guys. It's true. All right. 6.5 Grendel. No good after 200 yards. Yeah. 7.62 by 25 is the Tokarev round. I had a little misspeak. This is the 7.62 by 45. That was chambered in like 3 different chuck guns, and that's it. But I'm out of here. I had a great time tonight, guys. Look for a couple more videos this next week. Trying to get caught up a little bit because I love doing videos every day if and when I can. So I'll be back next Friday for sure. And until then, try to have fun at all the different rallies going on. Just stay involved, guys. All right. I'm going to pick up this 7.62 by 45 and sign off. All right. Thanks for watching and have a good one. And don't forget the thumbs up if you still didn't yet. It's totally free. So there you go. Oh, Cave Dave, I was just getting ready to sign off. God bless you, man, and your mom. Let's keep Cave Dave's mom in our prayers, guys. I was just getting ready to say goodnight, and I see a good friend here's mom is. She's not doing so good, so. God bless your mom, Dave. You take care, all right, man? All right. See you later, guys.